Hello, fellow Murdlers. Today is Wednesday, September 11th, 2024, and it's a great day to solve a murder. Today we have the mystery of the no longer living little old lady, and we have three 3x3 grids with suspects, locations, and weapons. We do have statements today since it's Wednesday. 3 statements, one for each of our suspects, and as always, we know that 2 of these must be true and 1 of these must be a lie. Whomever is lying is our murderer today, and that's how we'll crack the case. All right, let's go ahead and meet today's suspects. We have Comrade Champagne, Brother Brownstone, and Uncle Midnight. The weapons today are a pair of leather gloves, a wine bottle, and a string of prayer beads. And our locations today are the nave, the front steps, and the bell tower. All right, let's check out our clues and evidence. The second tallest suspect never set foot in the bell tower. All right, let's check the height of each of our suspects. We've got 5'11", 5'4", and 5'8". That means that Uncle Midnight is the second tallest and was not in the bell tower, so we can cross that off. The suspect with the wine bottle also had brown eyes, okay? We've got hazel, brown, and blue. So that means that Brother Brownstone must have had the wine bottle. That is it for our clues and evidence, and these two don't really relate to one another, so I'm pretty sure this is all we can have reflected in our grids right now. So let's go ahead and check out the witness statements. Comrade Champagne says they were on the front steps. We don't really have any information about Comrade Champagne's location currently, nor do we have any information about the front steps. So that could be true, it could be false. Similarly here, we have Brother Brownstone saying that Comrade Champagne brought a string of prayer beads. All we know in terms of Comrade Champagne's weapon is that it was not the wine bottle, so this is possible. Let's see, and Uncle Midnight is saying a pair of leather gloves was in the nave. Similarly, again, we don't know anything about the gloves other than Brother Brownstone did not have them, and we do not know any weapon locations currently, so that could be possible as well. So not a lot to go on based on that. So let's go through one by one and take the inverse of each statement and see if we can find out who did it that way. So let's start by taking the inverse of Comrade Champagne's statement to say that they were not on the front steps. Next, we'll say that these two must be true. So that would give Comrade Champagne the prayer beads, and it would put a pair of leather gloves in the nave, apparently with Uncle Midnight here. That means that Brother Brownstone would have been on the front steps rather. And this looks like it works with Comrade Champagne having the prayer beads in the bell tower. I'm pretty sure this is our solution, but just to be sure, let's go ahead and, oh, you know what? I didn't hit save, but that's okay. We know what it was, right? It was Brother Brownstone with the wine and Comrade Champagne not in the bell tower. Lesson learned though, let's save now. Okay. So let's say this one's the lie. Let's just check this out just to see if we can disprove this, but I am pretty sure this is it. And in fact, in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and put this in. So we had Comrade Champagne with this string of prayer beads in the bell tower, I believe. I want to double check that piece, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. So, okay, we're going to take the inverse of this. So let's say Comrade Champagne did not bring the prayer beads. That would mean that Uncle Midnight did, and that Comrade Champagne had the pair of leather gloves. Now, in order for this to be true, that this is the lie, that would put Comrade Champagne with the pair of leather gloves in the nave, which won't work because then you have 2 locations for Comrade Champagne, and that would create another lie in addition to this one. So that's not going to work, so let's reset. So we know that this one must be true. So let's go ahead and put that in, and let's save again with that information gathered. Actually, we've got the full suspect and weapon grid now, so we'll save that. Okay, so now we're going to say that this one is the lie, just to again kind of check this out. So this would mean, if we're taking the inverse of this would mean that the gloves were not in the nave, which would put Uncle Midnight on the front steps, and that won't work because that would create another lie with Comrade Champagne. So sure enough, it was this first one. So let's see. This is the lie. So Comrade Champagne was not on the front steps, and a pair of leather gloves, they were in the nave. Brother Brownstone was on the front steps, and Comrade Champagne was in the bell tower. Copy this over real quickly to here as well, just so we have it all filled out, just so we like it. There is our full solution, and again, we had Comrade Champagne with a string of prayer beads in the bell tower. Let's go ahead and see if we were right. All right, we were right. Thanks so much for playing along with me today. I hope this was a helpful walkthrough, and we'll see you tomorrow.